rival and nemesis, Shattuck St. Mary's. My name is John Connolly here for MN Hockey TV. International Invitational Tournament, the marquee event of the Upper Midwest High School Elite League. And you know it's a big game. You just know it when the teams have beautiful two-color sweaters. It's Stanstead College wearing the red and white, very similar to the Detroit Red Wings or University of Wisconsin. Over on the other side, Culver Military Academy. Wine red and maroon, whatever you want to call it. Merlot. Burgundy with white. Big games. Sensible numbers, nothing over 30. Way it ought to be. Shuffle up and deal. Loriem on the sidewall, chips it down, retreating. Nice little counter move for the start from Crawford. That leads the breakout. Next pass played up. Hartsanakis to Petrusu. Counterattack, bringing it out the other way is Shemrook. Neutral zone. This is L'Italien. Puck gets deflected over to the sidewall, runs Holland. Let's see. Let's get the levels. How are my levels? Hopefully the audio is all right. Well, that's settling right there. In front of the bench. Whoa! Grand Central Station. Finger in a blender penalty. It's going to put Stanstead College on the power play. Too many players on the ice. Served by Hartsanakis. A lot of guys over there. A lot going on, wasn't there? Holy cow. One-timer right off the draw. Nice shot from the Chatelet, but it hits glass. On the counterattack, shot comes in, save cover. This is Carter in goal for Stanstead College. And am I right? Logan McGuire. We saw LeBlanc and Avent yesterday. Today we get Carter and McGuire. At least for the first half. I wouldn't be surprised with a 3-game trip. Well, I take that back. Stanstead had a game against a team outside the league the other night. Big 5-4 win over a very strong North Star Christian Academy. So they might give their goalie a full game. Flying up the ice, right-hand side is Orr. He gains the red line, gets to the blue line, and wraps it in. Plant, first one to arrive on the wall, battling on the boards with Tilly. Played out to the point. Orr, shot, deflects up into the netting. We've got a stoppage. 18:32 remaining opening period. We're going to play 3:20s, and let me get this out of the way for you guys. Next whistle. What I will term my blanket apology. The left-hand side, Cron. Puck knocked down by L'Italien. Great skater. Real good size. Youngest player on his team. And considered an elite prospect for the upcoming Quebec Major Junior Hockey League draft. Collins Williams sends it all the way down. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty. A very good kill so far. Puck played out into the slot area. Cron was trying to chip it over to Manning. Stanstead working their way up. Across the red line into the zone. This is Dwyer. Takes a shot. That one deflects. Again, up and out of plays. Stoppage, 28 seconds remaining in this Stanstead College power play. French-Canadian names. And Yono parlay, so I don't know that I'm going to get them right. And we'll start out with a blanket apology for anything that I butcher. That's not my name. This puck gets lofted. Running up underneath it is Davis. He swings wide behind the goal. Puts on the brakes, double teamed. Puck turns over. Now a breakout chance for Dwyer. Circling back, Milosrdny. There's one of the tough ones, right? Don't see many people with 3 Y's in their name, but I say why not? Up the left-hand side, pass does not connect. Stolen by Oriema. Turnover. Here's Fitzpatrick with a shot. Save cover Carter. And a stoppage 3 minutes and 15 seconds in. Face off controlled by Stanstead. They run it to Crane. He pushes it down deep. In on the forecheck is Polacek. Coming out with it is Holland, who breaks out for Culver. Up and out of play. Breakout opportunity for Culver. Wiedemann plays spectator side. Up the wall heads Petrusu. His pass does not connect. On the counter attack into the attacking zone for Stanstead as Polacek. Puck poked away from him. Turning up ice is Holland. He's going to skate up right through the middle of the rink. Gains the zone. Everybody stays on sides. And now they push it down behind the end wall. Puck gets poked out. And now a Stanstead counter attack. This is Polacek. Shovel shot backhand down into the corner. And all the forwards head off for a shift change. Little hesitation move there by the puck carrier. Shannon looked up ice and he saw 5 players in the neutral zone. Wasn't really sure what to do. And one of the players drifted in on him and poked the puck away. Settling it down, they play Shannon. He gains the red line. Cross ice, diagonal dump in, and now it's Milosrdny. Neutral zone. This one gets poked up ahead for Gans. Stealing. Shannon curls behind his net to his forehand. Snap pass up the wall, a little bit too far. Kron running down to the end boards, and Kron very careful not to get obliterated. That was a windshield mug situation. Oh, there's a deflection. Shot from the blue line from Kron. Yeah, so that's the long and the short of it. Kron's an average-sized human. And Milosrdny, the tallest player in the game, probably the tallest player here this week. We've got a couple tall ones, but he's a full 6'7". And yeah, you saw Kron trying to avoid the hit. And interesting little tip there. That is how a hockey game ended last night, Postman's Holiday. As soon as I got out of here after my 2 games, went home and watched the college team shot. Collins Williams chasing down his own rebound. He's into the corner. Collins Williams. And now Stanstead cannot get past Manning. A lot of pressure here from Manning. Pass up the left-hand side. Everybody's on sides. Breakout through Oliver. Zone entry. Manning plays Collins Williams. Shot, save, cover. So, yeah, I left the rink yesterday, went home, flipped on the tube, and it was Penn State visiting the Minnesota Golden Gophers. It was 0-0 all game long. 26 seconds to go. A shot from the blue line. Very similar to that tip Kron just had. The shot got tipped around like almost to the top of the circle and then tipped up. The goaltender was down and kind of rainbowed over him and somehow found its way over his shoulder, dribbled off his back and into the goal. So that was interesting. I don't see that very often, but Kron got a tip way out from the goal. Good scoring chance for Shamrock. And he got in a little tight on top of the goaltender, McGuire. And when you do that, you just run out of room. You see a lot of goal scorers score from further out. And McGuire in position, able to eclipse all of that shooting area. Makes the save, gets the cover. We've got a stoppage, 5 minutes, 52 seconds into this game. Face-off controlled by Culver. And now skating up ice into the neutral zone, heads Bacone. He swings wide, a lot of speed up the wall. Taken out to the perimeter by Dwyer. Now a counterattack, Nishow the other way. Makes the pass into the slot area. Shemrook, big save on the back end of that exchange from McGuire. Into the slot. Spinning shot wide of the mark, Nishow. Behind his goal, heads Holland. Works up in front of the bench. That puck gets deflected. Zone held. Turning to his forehand is Shemrook. Neutral zone, Oriema. Nice little escape move over by the wall. And Bell takes it down into the corner. Circling, has the puck taken away from him. And whoa, danger, danger. Trying to avoid him and his head taken off. You saw Kartsanakis think the better of it and kind of slide like a quarterback trying to avoid the hit. We are 7 minutes into this opening period. No score. There's a penalty for a knee hit, which falls under the umbrella category, I believe, of a trip. I haven't seen this rule book, but that's usually where it falls. So they point to the knee, and a penalty has been called on Stanstead College's foot. Foot goes off for a knee. How about that? And quickly winning the draw, clearing the puck. Stanstead College sends it all the way down. Culver, Oliver. Rink-wide pass on the bounce, picked up by Kartsanakis. Great job defensively from Milo Sherdney, using that reach to poke the puck. Keep him wide. He's got a long reach. D to D. Holland plays back Oliver. Left side, Kartsanakis. A little switcheroo. One-timer. Oh, nice save that hit the skate. Goaltender Carter was tracking toward that lower corner. And a pass made in for Paymenter. Turns to his forehand, tries a pass. Tried to slide it through the slot area down low. He was looking at Welk. Sorry, 19, not 15, Kartsanakis. Kartsanakis out top. Holland. Back to Holland. He goes right side. This is Oliver. There's a shot. That one gets knocked down. Zone held, but now it's given up the D-to-D pass, Oliver. 35 seconds remaining in the power play. Culver took that opportunity to change up some personnel. And this puck pops out. Nick Sherry getting some help on the forecheck from Cron. They ring the boards. Puck played by Hansen. Shot comes in. It might be Crawford, 8-9, not 8. Yeah, check that. That is Crawford. Into the slot area. The puck gets poked back to the blue line. Great job getting it settled by Tilly. Sometimes that puck just won't sit flat, and you could see Tilly taking special care. And right on top of the goaltender. You had an example when I mentioned earlier, McSherry trying to figure out, how do I get this one through? Tried to bang it in off the goaltender. Breakaway the other way. Dwyer shorthanded, and Stanstead takes the lead. Dwyer unassisted. Wow. Kind of working alone here. I'm trying to clip the highlight, play the highlight. I hope you saw the goal twice. I'm still dabbling. We were given an update to our software platform that's kind of the back end, the technical side of our broadcast presentation. And I think that's how I play replays. We haven't had a training on it yet. So a little late with my goal horn that I brought, goal song. Stanstead College taking advantage of the turnover, and Dwyer off to the races, breakaway. And he did what I talked about. He shot early, right? You get in on top of the goaltender. There's not a lot of room. You got a deke. And he said, I see a little bit of daylight. Let me fire. McGuire's not quite set. I knew a real good goaltender once. He led the state in high school wins a few years ago. And his kryptonite was on turnovers that led to breakaways. He could never get set. He gave up a goal almost every time, but in the zone, he was nails. So that reminded me of that, where the puck turned over and coming up ice, you've got McGuire trying to figure out, hey, where do I get centered, and trying to really pick his spot. It's much harder on those abrupt turnovers. Zone entry for McSherry. So now it's Culver Military back to the drawing board. They had quite a bit of zone time and getting some shots to goal as a result of that power play, but they find themselves trailing 1-0. Played out to the neutral zone. This is McSherry. Goes rink wide with it. Bouncing puck into the mitt. Glove save Carter. And a stoppage. 9:05 remains opening period. Culver, widely known for their custard desserts and butter burgers, facing Stanstead College, which in American speak is not a college. It's a preparatory high school. But both have long hockey traditions and have come to play in this International Invitational Tournament many, many times. Marquee event here for the Elite League. Puck over on the half wall. Played to Kartsanakis. Shot comes in. Steered aside by goaltender Carter. Kartsanakis out of the corner. Works behind the goal. Turns to his forehand. Spins around the perimeter. Plays it out top. Oliver pokes it down to the half wall. Loose puck. Grabbed by Crane. Out into the slot. And there's an efficient breakout. Plant says, I'm just going to skate to daylight. Gained the zone. Pass didn't connect. Turnover. And now it is Culver on the counterattack. Good job defensively in the neutral zone. Chip taking him over to the sideboards. 8 minutes to go, opening period. Stretch pass right up the middle. They hit Michau. Turns to his forehand. He takes a shot using the defender as a screen. Save made, and scooting out with the puck is Tilly. Snaps it off the glass, now drifting back into his own end. Heads Orr. One pass connects. Michau tries to chip it in. It eventually gets there down into the corner. Forechecking battle Gans. Good job by Gans. Got the puck to pop out in the direction of Michau. Came off the wall with it. Now it's thrown right back into the corner, and Gans doing the hard work this shift. A lot of times I talk about the Chuck Woolery. If you're old enough, you'll remember Chuck Woolery going to commercial break. Always saying I'll be back in 2 and 2. So me and a few other announcers talk about the Chuck Woolery. 2 players each team up along the boards, but we didn't get that. We had Gans, one-man wrecking crew, solo effort, doing a great job on his forecheck, and that allows more players to stand around perimeter and just waiting for the puck to pop out, and we saw a good example of that, winning possession that way over to Michau. Drifting back is Collins Williams. So nice they named him twice. Puck gets dumped down into the corner, and on retreat, this is Holland. The Dutchman counters, plays it off. A little cycling breakout over in the direction of Tilly. Now it's Manning. This one's lofted rink wide. Rainbows hits the boards, and unable to step up under it, Culver sees the puck dumped back in their own end one more time. Here's a pass to Davis into the center. And, a little backhand shot from Manning. Well, Swedish no finish. That's a beautiful save from goaltender Carter. This puck gets lofted over to the sideboards, and next pass slithers through. A little touch over on the left-hand side for L'Italien, who joined the rush. He's ridden off the puck in the corner. Wall-to-wall hockey here, both ends, flying back and forth. It's Collins Williams. Makes the feed. Collins Williams over to Manning, and a huge save made by Carter. What a sequence. We haven't had a whistle for a long time. I need to catch my breath. This is a frenzy in New Hope. Up the right-hand side, Shamrook, John, Shamrook.
Haven't we met? Some kind of beautiful stranger. You could be good for me. I have a taste for danger.
Down into the corner, Crawford plays it up the left-hand side. This shot goes wide. And a breakout pass is intercepted by Shamrook. Centering pass down in the... No, they immediately wave off any type of goal. The net got knocked. The puck is over the goal line. Inside the goal cage, but no goal.
I looked into your eyes and my world came tumbling down.
Into the spot, Plant. Face off one, however, over to Wiedemann. He sends it down into the corner. Wrap pass doesn't quite make it to Paymenter. It's allowed Stanstead to hold the zone. Shot gets blocked. Plant had a good look from the mid-slot area. Raced into the corner. It's Wiedemann. Puck gets away from him. And the next breakout pass stolen as well. Spinning shot from, what is that, 23? No, 22. Chip. I've got Chip. Oh, big hit. Milo Cerny. Pleased to meet you. All right. It's Sunday morning, but I don't know. It just feels like a Friday night. This game's had a great pace to it. A lot of physicality. The circling is Holland. Can't clear. Shot comes in from the point. That's Orr over on the right side. Now a shot from the left point hits shins. And they play Orr once again. His shot deflected up. That hits glass. Dwyer, corner, pokes it down. Board battling Hansen for Culver. Hansen can't get through that forechecking pressure. It's like a football player blocking. Nicholson and him knotted up, jockeying for position. It's a shot from just inside the blue line from Petrusu. And now headed up the other way. This is Oliver out of his own zone. Plays his partner Holland. Gains the red line, gains the blue line, swings wide down to the bottom of the circle. He gets pulled down. No call. Play continues. 2-referee, 2-linesman system, in case you're curious. 4-man crew here. Kaderna, 25. Tall player in his own right, trying to cut off the passing lane. I have no... Oh, Kaderna ran in inadvertently into Gans and caught him up in the grill. It's a pass into the slot off the heel of the stick for Kaderna. No shot on goal. And now a loose puck side of the goal cage. Eventually picked up by McSherry. He turns out into the slot, gets pulled down, draws the trip, going on the power play. Oh, they call a hook. Either way, it is now Culver on the power play. 3:07 to go, first period. They trail 1-0. First power play opportunity didn't go too well for them. They gave up a shotty. This is fun. We've got such a great pace to the game. Played out top for Tilly. There's a shot looking for a tip. Rebound available in the slot area. Cleared to the blue line and out. Tilly regroups neutral zone. Everybody tags back up onside, looking for the zone re-entry. They find the open man. That's Collins Williams. He gives it a hard wrap and catching it over on the far point. Just in time is Crawford. Loose puck poked over to the sidewall for L'Italien. He wraps it, and this one does find its way outside the zone. And 2.5 minutes remaining in the period. About 1:20 to go in this Stanstead College penalty kill. Culver stretch pass up to the blue line. Little overlap play. And they hit Tilly. That was a nice play. Tilly makes the pass to Manning. Like in football, you might call that a hook and go, where Manning then stops the puck around the blue line, and flying into the zone with speed is Tilly, and they chip the puck to him. I like that. Want to see that one again sometime. Snap pass over on the sidewall. Collins Williams wins possession. Great job stepping in. His pass bounces up over the stick of Caderna. Kept in at the point, however. Oh, loose puck down low. He tried to bang it off the goaltender's pad. You could see what Cron was doing. Look at Cron's wheels. He can fly. Great effort getting back into the play. Still 30 seconds to go in this man advantage. Cron's just coasting. He was flying so fast. He coasted back up to the far blue line. Now he wins possession down behind the goal line. Makes a pass over into the sidewall for McSherry, who rolls it out top. Holland. He plays Shannon. Back to Holland. And nice pass. Oh, everything but the finish. That was a pass from Caderna to Cron in the slot, and he deflected it just wide of the mark. 4-3-2. The penalty expiring. Stanstead College successful penalty kill. They return to full strength. And folks, there is 1 minute remaining in the opening period. 1 minute remaining. Bouncing puck, neutral zone, settled by Oriema. Turnover, zone entry, McSherry, he shoots. That's deflected wide of the mark. Played by Holland down into the corner. Big hit right behind the goal. 30 seconds to go, and it's sent the length of the ice. Pass does not connect. No icing as a result. Wiedemann. And this puck comes in a little bit light behind the target. Petrusu. Foot drifting back. Turns to his forehand. Makes a pass out to neutral. That one gets deflected. Foot race down into the corner. Heads Gans. Knotted up with Wiedemann. That'll do it. Period has ended. My name is John Connolly here for MN Hockey TV. I hope you're enjoying this one. We go to break 1-0. Culver trailing Stanstead College. And I'll leave you with some tunage, let you know we didn't go anywhere. International Invitational Tournament from New Hope, Minnesota. Welcome back, and it's still a good morning here, New Hope, Minnesota. My name is John Connolly. It is Championship Sunday, where we will elect a champion. Championship game upcoming features these teams' opponents from yesterday. Culver lost a game to Shattuck, and Stanstead lost a game to the Elite League All-Stars. So these two teams play for third place, and those two teams follow this up with a big trophy. I don't know if there is a trophy. It exists only for the photo at the end. It's probably a trophy that stays with the league year to year. There's a shot right off the draw from Dwyer. He was the goal scorer earlier. Shorthanded turnover came in and buried it. Now on the counterattack, here comes Culver, chipping it up for Paymenter. Sends a pass into the slot. Paymenter comes out behind the goal, jumps out into the slot area, gets a stick on it. And now zone entry, flying into the middle is Michaud with a pass right out in front of Dwyer. Pass, right-hand side, Paymenter. Sends it into the middle, chipped down by Petrusu. And mindful of this second period where you defend The goal furthest from your bench. Culver sending all players to the bench. Fresh 5. There's a shot, post and not in. I believe that was taken by Plant. Might have been Chip, but posting out, not as cool as posting in. Bar down and in. Not quite the same vibe as bar down and out, right? Yeah, real good scoring chance for Stanstead. Right up the middle, there's a feed. They got it to Plant. He tried to get it on the right-hand side. Chip just running out of room. The Chatelet couldn't get it in the passing lane. This allows Culver to break out. They go rink wide, drifting back. Oriema, D to D. Plays his partner, turning up ice. This is L'Italien. Nice pass. This one gets deflected. Out top shot. That gets knocked down. Puck gets played with a stick just below shoulder height. Play continues. Zone entry for Chip. Into the slot area. Gathered up by Shannon. And now some board battling down in the corner. Breakout left-hand side. Tilly works his way up the wall. Gets toward the benches. Bailed out by some help from Caterna, who gains the red line, sends it in, and now he heads off for the shift change. Breakout right side, Polacek to the neutral zone. They lose possession, played to Oliver, zone re-entry. Puck gets knocked down, and now it's chipped up ahead. Everybody's onside. Polacek out of the corner. Fights off the body check, and coming in, sweeping it to the side is Oliver, who plays it in the direction of Manning. Pass, Collins-Williams. Sends this one in on goal, steered to the side by Carter. Left-hand side, Crane. Shepard, turnover. There's a pass into the slot for Collins-Williams, and a nice save made by Jack Carter. Faceoff comes to the goaltender's left. Drawn over to Foot. Pass does not connect. All the way down. Icing the call. So there's a lot at stake here. In addition to finishing third in the prestigious International Invitational Tournament, a productive weekend. Both of these teams 1-1. Milos Serdny starts the breakout. Now he puts the puck on his stick, clears it out to neutral. Zone entry. Shemrook bouncing puck. And up ice. Left-hand side held Spicone. Shot from a wide angle. Save cover Carter. And now a face-off comes to his right. You know, you look at the success of some players in the NHL, and it's inevitable that someone would say, hey, let's try to find someone that plays like that. Or has the ability to play like that. Nurture the prospect. Maybe we'll have another one someday. I got a Boston Bruins scout over to my right. I haven't talked to him about specific players in this game, but you just wonder, with the height of Milos Serdny and the fact that prior to the NHL, Zdeno Chara was a late blooming prospect. You just wonder if talent evaluators at that age look and say, look at Milo Sherdney. He's certainly got the potential. He's probably, and I never saw Zdeno Chara play at age 17 or whatever. Excuse me, he's probably further along. And I know there's an old schooler. There's only one Char. He was wired differently, that's for sure. Retired from pro hockey and ran a marathon. I can't imagine how easy it is to run a marathon when you're inordinately tall. That's a small person's endeavor. Anyway, back to the action. Lofted puck. Michel turns to his forehand. What a play. And denied. Who'd save McGuire. Wow. What a nice play by Michel. And that's the thing. You might have somebody scouting a certain player in this game, and everybody gets a chance to shine. There's a million stories of somebody that said, well, we went to watch this kid and found that kid. I read one the other day. They say that happened with Bobby Orr. Now, my guess is the other kids were 16 and Bobby Orr was probably 13. But anyway, stretch pass left-hand side. Bounces out into the neutral zone for, hey, speak of the devil, coincidentally, Orr. I'm surprised he isn't wearing number 4. Penalty upcoming.
Wasn't me. Heard the words that I told her. Wasn't me. Heard the screams getting louder.
Let's take a look at that play a moment ago from Michel. Two minutes. Tobias Tilley getting silly. He heads up. And the puck gets deflected. This is Paymenter. He managed to clear the zone, and this is forcing Stanstead to start their power play from their own end. I've got a kid. I kid you not. I got a kid on my right. He's breakdancing like a ray gun. He's rolling around on the floor. A hockey sibling, I imagine. Good for him for coming out, but he's clearly trying to find a way to entertain himself. This game does it for me. I don't need to roll around on the floor like Ray Gunn. I tell you, it has the feel of a Friday night. It's Sunday morning, but it just doesn't feel like it. Zone entry to Chatelet with a shot that hits glass. Just missing near side high. And back into his own end. Or getting to the corner same time as McSherry. There's a pass grabbed by Milo Sherdney. Left-hand side, Dwyer. Back from Milo Sherdney. He's the open man, and that's L'Italien. L'Italien to his back. Oh, he wanted to take off, but didn't come with him. He wants it back. Instead, they play over spectator side. Zone entry for Dwyer. He wraps it down. First one to arrive. Shemrook. Leaves it for L'Italien, who gets pushed off the play. Collins Williams over to the sidewall. Sends it in, and they say offside. "16 seconds to go in the Stanstead College power play. They lead 1-0. Off the draw, Michel. Zone entry. Puck gets poked over to the side wall. Wrapping it for Dwyer. Plays it out of the corner out top for L'Italien. It goes D to D. Oriema. Pass into the slot area. That one gets deflected off the stick of Dwyer. Penalty has expired. And now Stanstead on the counter attack. They're going to loft this one for Davis to run up under. Davis gets there same time as L'Italien, and he fights a battle down along the end wall. L'Italien counters. Oriema, they bring the breakout out spectator side. Turnover, darting into traffic. getting the puck in good scoring chance, Shamrock. And Stanstead College gets the goal. They now lead 2-0. This has got to feel good for Stanstead. They really ran into a buzzsaw yesterday. They lost, was it 8-1? It was the kind of game at many levels would have gone running time. It was so one-sided. I didn't think it was indicative of the gameplay. They just couldn't find a way to stop a very hot Elite League All-Star team. This one's high off the glass. Retreating. Puck played by Shannon. So kudos to Stanstead for rebounding and playing this well. They really righted the ship just a few hours after yesterday's defeat. And Culver had a good showing. Lost, was it 3-1 to Shattuck? It's been hard to score on Shattuck all year. They've got a good team defensively. Kind of a no-nonsense approach. They just really take away space and don't have defensemen that are getting too crazy and wild. They're very prudent in how they approach the game. 9 minutes into the second period, slowly bringing it up ice to Shannon. Shannon gets a stick on it, offsides the call. So I'm excited. I got this game, which is delivering. This is a great game. Followed by the championship game, followed by a meeting. The MN Hockey TV announcing crew getting together. Hockey, a big thing in these parts. We call it the state of hockey. Treats high school hockey as a varsity sport at the school level. I mean, like cross-country, track, basketball, soccer, all those. It has a very short season. It falls in the winter. This is Caderna. Zone in, link it over for Cron. Pass through the slot area. Caderna regains possession. Beautiful feed. Water bottle popping. Holland from Caderna. And Culver Academy is on the board. Beautiful play. You could just feel it. Caderna was making such good plays down off the wall. Brady Caderna gets the pass. And Holland darts into that white space, sends it in, and these nets must be wound pretty tight because we got water bottles popping almost every time there's a goal on that end. Zone entry, left-hand side to Chatelet, and answering right back. He makes the feed, gets the pass over, and for the finish, Oliver Plant from David to Chatelet, and Stanstead did not like it when their margin got cut. They reopen a 2-goal lead. Plant. Wow. See, look at that. Culver finally gets their goal, and then just a mere couple seconds later, they've given up one right back. So now we're 3-1. Scoring's opening up a little bit. Puck gets played over to the side wall. This is Manning. Loose puck picked up. Collins Williams poked away from him. Finally, zone entry for Manning. He takes a shot from a wide angle. Blocker pad saved by goaltender Carter. And for a moment there, Carter had been run into by one of his own teammates and struggling to get back to his feet in position. We've crossed over the midpoint of the game. Less than 10 minutes to go in this second period. To the blue line, not out. Zone held. Tilley with a shot. That one's kicked aside. Leg pad saved by Carter and grabbed over on the wall by Davis. Out top, there's a shot. Oh, right in the ankle. To Chatelet, hit with a dart. There's a shot. That one does not get through. Believe it or not, it was actually Manning blocking his own team shot. He was trying to get in position for a tip, and it said it hit him in the stomach, icing the call. So let me just finish that thought. We have high school hockey season coming up. It's the weave. I'm going to tie all these stories together. The Upper Midwest High School Elite League season is 2 months long, September, October, and those are all-star teams outside of school play. They play for teams in this league and supplement their school schedule. But these teams dissolved last week. We have an all-star team here this week. That dissolves today. And then boys will start practice a week from now and games right around Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, last Thursday every November. And yeah, so we've got that kicking up. And in advance of that, we have a meeting today. We have a preseason planning meeting. And we'll talk about some things, how to use these new features, how to get more of the replays and whatnot used in our presentation, and how we're going to handle the assignments, everybody fighting over the games they want, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, I think that's a complete day, right? I get 2 great hockey games, third place and championship game, the International Invitational Tournament. I get to see great teams from these prestigious schools in Quebec and Indiana. Get to see some top players, NCAA Division I players drafted. About half this roster, I think, has been drafted into the queue by Stanstead College. And future NHL player out there, I'm sure there's some. So, yeah, doesn't get any better than this. No place I'd rather be. Interesting, there was a timeout called midway through the second period of a 3-1 game where both teams had just scored a goal. So interesting, very interesting. This is Michel flying up 2-on-1. Michel sends the pass through. Oh, he got the pass through the wickets. And Shemrock on the other end of it, not quite able to get the stick to redirect it around goaltender Carter. Pass along the wall. Kartsimnakis centering pass. Bounces to him. In the slot area, there's a shot from Paymenter. And a nice save by goaltender Carter. Glove save. So I'm sitting here making some notes. I do not have a shot tally for you. We got 8 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the second period. That's not being updated on the scoreboard, so I'm not seeing it. But I've called the name Jack Carter a lot more than I have Logan McGuire, which makes me think Culver has more shots to goal. However, Stanstead is leading this one 3-1. Those goals were scored by Dwyer, Plant, and see if I can remember the other one. And the lone goal for Culver was scored by Holland. So I think we've got still a wide open anybody's ball game. I think these teams are pretty even. It's Milo Cerny starting the breakout. Puck bounces back to him on the wall, played by Fitzpatrick. And up the left-hand side, Crane. Pass. Zone entry. Bell. Shot in on goal. Stepping in on it is Polacek. Right-hand side, Collins Williams. Good job by Milo Cerny getting over to play the puck. Works it up the wall. Foot. Poked into the corner. Breakout starts with Holland. They go up the right-hand side. Collins Williams, he chips it down into the corner. And, turnover. There's a dangerous move. And what a save! A thievery, Carter. The save of the morning so far. He had a beautiful play. They turned the puck over to Kuderna, who tried to pull it around the goaltender and thought he had his move completed. And when he went to slide it in, that arm got in the way. And just an absolute rock star play from Kuderna. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be just a basic finish. and it gets trumped. What's bigger than our... Oh! Vaseline puck bounces in. And Culver gets one anyway. Weird shot from the sideboards and paid off. It's actually Caderna. Would you believe it? That gets the goal to make it 3-2. Brady Caderna. If at first you don't succeed... Let's see. I probably have a song for that somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I'll have to find it. I don't know why I'm not finding it. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so we had the rock star move from Caderna, the epic save from Carter, and then moments after that, Caderna fires it toward the goal from the sideboard, and the Vaseline puck slithers through. There's a shot that hits glass, rebound, played to the blue line. Tilly tries to slide one into the mid-slot area for Kartsanakis, but it gets deflected down into the corner. First one to arrive is Paymenter. And now Plant starts the breakout. This pass does not connect. Zone entry for Tilly. He swings wide down into the corner. Tilly fights off the check from Orr, who pins him up against the boards. Orr's got him stapled. Puck just sits there for the time being. And strong on the play is Tilly. Tilly behind the goal. Nice counter move. Turns back the other way, kind of a corkscrew behind the goal, trying to find an open passing lane. 5 minutes to go, period 2. 5 minutes to go. Up ice, left-hand side, Michel. Puck gets poked away from him. Collins Williams starts a breakout. That one hits a skate and gets kicked away. Michel lays the hit down in the corner, trying to wrestle the puck away from Oliver. Right-hand side, Collins Williams zone entry. He's got a 2-on-1 Manning. Oh, posted in. What a dart. We're tied. Collins Williams, when in doubt, just fire. Wow. Oh, man. What a hockey game. I told you when it was 3-1, I said this one just doesn't feel like it's going to be anything but an even game. I said it just feels like it's just got that vibe. These two teams are a good matchup for each other. And yeah. Oh, man, we've had 4 goals. 3 of them scored by Culver in just the last, 10 minutes, 8 minutes. And, down on the doorstep. Goaltender down. Save made Carter. Played out top for Crawford. His shot gets deflected and kind of comes to rest to the side of the goal. Crawford slithering into the corner. Loose puck turning up ice. Milos Serdny. Oh, what a pass from Milos Serdny to Crane for the finish. And a huge save made by McGuire. What a play by Milos Serdny. All the way down, icing the call. 3:31 to go. 3-3 scored, second period. What a pass. And what a catch. This is some fun hockey to watch. Might as well be at McDonald's because I'm loving it. I'm so old. I'm so old. I don't know what era all the commercial expressions, the ad slogans come from. I don't remember when I'm loving it was a thing. You could tell me it was from the 80s. You could tell me it was from 5 years ago. I lose track of all that. When my son was a little guy, he thought the name of the restaurant was Subway Eat Fresh. So if anybody wondered about the power of advertising slogans, there's an example. I want to go to Subway Eat Fresh. A powerful commercial. Oh, I've got one for you. Trivia question. Next whistle. Center spot. 3:22 to go. Breakout, right-hand side. Paymenter. Oh, the puck bounces over to Shannon. Centering pass. Loose puck. That one. What happened to it? I saw the net. I saw the netting tickled. Did it hit the outside? I don't know. We're still tied at 3. Culver with a lot of pressure. Loose puck got hit off of a skate out to Petrusu, who fired quickly. All right, trivia question for our viewers at home. In the late 70s, so I'm going back a bit, and a survey of visual recognition, they held up pictures like, hey, do you know who this person is? Which American person was correctly identified by the most? And I've seen once it was number 1, 1 year it was number 2. The answer. So most recognizable American. So, you think about people. Oh, there's a loose puck and a shot from Paymenter, who stepped in on it. Hit something on its way to the goal. Plant. Zone entry. 3 abreast. Beautiful feed over to Chatelet, who went to take the shot. And great help side defense from Culver. Negates the opportunity. This shot gets steered into the corner and lofted out to the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Zone entry to Chatelet. Turning up ice. Tilly. Offside. Oh, they blew the whistle. I don't even know if they took the puck in. All right, we got 2 minutes to go in the period. So question is, late 70s, first or second, who's the most recognizable American? I think 1 year was number 2 behind President Jimmy Carter. And lo and behold, the answer, Mr. Whipple. So for those old enough, Mr. Whipple was a television character in a commercial campaign for years. The sour grocery manager that would not let women, because it was a different era, at the grocery store squeeze the Charmin toilet paper, only to be found in a future ad to be squeezing it himself when nobody was looking. So the power of advertising. Down into the corner. How did we get there? Oh, yeah, McDonald's. I'm loving it. There's a pass out into the slot area. This is Collins Williams. Does a great job keeping possession. Plays it down in the corner for Manning. Fights off the body check. There's a shot from the perimeter. This one gets deflected wide. Folks, there's a minute remaining. 1 minute remaining here in this middle period. Working his way up the wall. Knocked down, however, is Dwyer. Zone entry pass. Davis couldn't get it through because of a little deflection from Milos Serdny. Puck gets lofted over the defender all the way down. Icing the call. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Puck gets covered by Carter. We've got a stoppage with 22 seconds remaining. All right, I got to take a little break when we take our period break, and I am going to break the bad news to you. No music. I'm going to Just need my music playing device, aka my phone, for something on break. Caderna wins the draw. There's a shot that gets knocked down. Caderna picks up the rebound. 15 seconds. Stanstead trying to keep play around the perimeter. Little dead puck on the wall. We're down to 4 seconds. That's going to do it. The second period ends. We go to the third, tied 3-3. John Connolly here for MN Hockey TV. You're watching International Invitational Tournament action here from New Hope, Minnesota. Be right back. Championship Sunday. At the end of today, we will elect a champion. This is the third place game. A recap the scoring first period, 9 minutes and 11 seconds in. Ryan Dwyer unassisted, Stanstead on top, 1-0. Second period, we had a flurry, 5 goals in less than 7.5 minutes. So Stanstead, Michal from Foot and Dwyer, they're up 2-0. And Culver answered back. Max Holland from Caderna and McSherry. 9 seconds later, Stanstead goes ahead 3-1. Plant from Deschatelet and L'Italien. And the last 2 goals, both scored by Culver Academy. Culver out shooting them 31-13. And finally getting some goals on the board. Caderna from McSherry. And the last goal was Collins-Williams. That's how they have it. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Play resumes. 320s, 21 up on the board. Again on the forecheck is Paymenter. So I didn't realize shots were that one-sided. I made a comment about it, how it seemed like I was calling the name Carter a lot more than McGuire, but through 2 periods, well, Culver 11-8 first period, but 20-5. So it was really that second period where they took control of the game. And they fell behind a couple goals, but right now they've got some momentum, having scored the last 2. That one comes in on goal. This is Carter. Starts the breakout, played over to Shemrook. Short pass up the left-hand side, and now poked down deep. Shannon behind his own goal line. By the way, other sheet was 2-2 when I walked over there. This is the consolation championship game. Red Bull tied with Pittsburgh, and then on the power play, a beautiful, beautiful shot from Pittsburgh sent the water bottle flying. Down on the doorstep is Katerna, not afraid to get right down into that dirty area, paying the price, taking a couple hits, but he got a couple cracks at it. Not quite able to wiggle one through, but he was trying. Out to the neutral zone. This is Milo Sherdney laughing about some of the between period chatter, talking to someone over watching the other games. Lofted pass, trying to get behind enemy lines was Kron. There's a shot that hit a skate boot, got deflected up into the glass. Ooh, fired onto the bench right at the coach. The Stanstead coach is ducking for cover. So, I don't know. I told you, it feels like a Friday night. We got Championship Sunday here, Sunday morning, early game, but it feels like a Friday night. So, I've already let my hair down. Let's have some fun. Anybody want to send a text message? Let us know where you're watching from. I would love to hear here in the broadcast booth. Pass played over into the slot area. Oliver, that one hits the sidewall, turning up ice is Crane. Left-hand side, Polacek. A little chip and chase in on the forecheck. Is that Bell? It is. Puck gets away from him, countered. Trying to send a breakout pass up the right-hand side to Manning. Instead of rolled off the heel of the stick. Second time's a charm, however. This one does connect. Zone entry. They run it through Davis. Loose puck. Neutral zone. Collins Williams skating in. This is Bell. Bell fights off the hit down in the corner. Right side, Manning. Loose puck, Holland. Into the attacking zone. Holland sends a backhand in. Oh, he lofted it over the goal, and now on the counterattack, here comes Shemrick. Puck gets away from him, left-hand side, Paymenter. Out of the corner, sends it toward the goal. Picked up by Oriama. I hope he gets an assist. I think you guys know why. Always trying to make sure I get the announcing stuff right. That'd be a fun one. Over on the right-hand side. Crawford. Leaves it for Kartsanakis. And unable to clear the zone. Stanstead with the turnover. Puck gets poked down deep by Dwyer. Back behind his goal, Italian starting the breakout. Now a steal, and he brings it up on the counterattack. Plays Shemrick, looking for the drop pass. L'Italien gives it back to Shemrick and establishes a net front presence. Pass comes in behind him. Turnover, it's Bacone the other way. Little 3-on-1 here. Zone entry, right-hand side. Collins Williams with the shot. Save made Carter, and the rebound control very nice as he quickly got the puck over to the side wall. There's a pass. Oh, what a missile from Collins Williams. That was a quick wrister on the zone entry, and that sends the water bottle flying. His second of the game. So Culver's worked really hard. They've scored the last 3 goals crawling back into this game. They now have their first lead. Neutral zone, Milo Sherdny. Plays a pass. Left-hand side for Foot. Puck gets chipped down in the corner for Milo Sherdny. Tilly gets to the red line, wraps it to the blue line, not out. Held at the point. Real nice play over on the right-hand side by Wiedemann. Big hit along the boards right in front of me. Nicholson. And now on the counterattack, McSherry. 2-on-2 zone entry. McSherry wants it back from his knees. McSherry tub thumping in the slot. What a play. And here comes Culver's Holland. Shot in on goal. That one steered aside. So we got some players for the next game coming in to warm up. And I was walking to the other rink in the period break, and Sean Burek walked by me. You might say, well, his head hit the ceiling. He's listed at 6'7" also. And I don't know. I think Milo Sherdny might be taller than that. We got a down player here, a little bit of an injury. We'll let them take care of this, and we'll resume the game as soon as he is all right. The down player, Nicholson. Let's hope that Malcolm Nicholson is okay. So Nicholson able to get off on his own, and he went into the penalty box. Not that there was a penalty call, but there is an athletic trainer here that's taking a look at him. So we'll see if he comes back for another shift this game on the zone entry. A shot from Crane. Quick save, McGuire. Now a face-off over to the goaltender's right. Manning in the spot. That's Bell the other way. Down, Tilly. Makes a pass behind it. Oh, nice pass to the center. What a breakout. And he pushes it over to the sidewall. This is Davis. On the give back, one more pass. They went Davis to Manning. And trying to get to Collins Williams for the finish. Oh, what a smart play. We'll talk about that on the whistle. Manning from the side. Loose puck. Hit Manning in the skate. Zone held by Oliver. Manning down on the forecheck behind his goal. There's a shot that comes in high and a nice save made by Carter. So the style of the times has been that butterfly style with the goaltender down on their knees. And there's a new name for it. And I don't know, RBV or something like that. And anyway, what we've seen is with goaltenders dropping to their knees when they hug the post, you know, their shoulders up against the post, but there is generally a little bit of room when they're kneeling right up around that top corner. So players are being taught to shoot at the ear hole on the goal cage, the goalie's mask. And those are being built with a ton of protection there because they know the pucks are coming. And that was a nice goal scorer's play from Manning. He didn't convert, but what he was trying to do was send a dart up into the ear and have it deflect into that top corner, knowing that the goaltender is probably sealing off everything along the post. Up ice heads Michał, right-hand side. Shemrook So, yeah, we got half a period to go. I mentioned I'd love to hear where our viewers are watching from. Shoot me a text message. I'll give you that number in just a second. I don't know about international rates applying. I don't know how that stuff works. So, if you're from Canada or further, my apologies. And I don't really have a way to check email during the game, but we get a text message through. So, feel free to send one in. That number, I'll read it a couple times, 904 652 4036. Puck played out to the neutral zone. And Wiedemann starting a breakout. Turnover in the slot. Good scoring chance here for Michał. Rebound. And Michał in the corner. That's a dangerous play from Culver. They got to be careful on zone exit about a turnover like that in this game. Shot into the mitt, glove save. That's about the only thing that can go wrong for Culver. They've really, since they fell behind 3-1, they've really done a good job keeping those scoring chances to a minimum and getting a lot of zone time of their own. So again, if you want to check in, let us know where you're watching from. Send me a note, 904 652 4036. Chipped out into the neutral zone. Gathered up by Foot. He turns up ice. The two number 7s. Foot working against Shannon. Down to the back wall. Some help provided on the forecheck. Or on the defensive end from Tilly. On the bounce. Picked up by Milos Serdny. And he turns. Puck gets deflected up and out of play onto the bench. Pass does not connect. All the way down. McGuire. Zone entry for DeChâtelet. He swings wide, backhand in on goal. Puck gets played by Caderna. And exactly halfway through the third period, icing the call. 10 minutes remain. 4-3. Culver leads. Nice face-off win for Culver. Back behind their goal, starting a breakout. Oh, what a nice feed. They get the puck up to Cron. He gets knocked down. I think it was McSherry that hit Cron. Nice play. And there's Cron. Oh, another one near side top corner. Big wrist shot loaded up by Blaine Cron. Wowza. What a shot. All right, I hope that worked. I hope that worked to play the highlight. I'm trying to play with these new tools we have. So this game was once 3-1 Stanstead, and now it's 5-3 after 4 straight goals by Culver. And we'll see, does Stanstead have anything in the take? It's imperative they get the next goal. We're down at 9 minutes. A 3-goal hole probably insurmountable, but if they get the next goal, might be interesting late. Puck played by McGuire. Collins-Williams drifting back, plays left-hand side for Oliver. Back to Collins-Williams, stretch pass up the middle. Gathered Manning. Puck gets away from him. And poked out into the neutral zone, played by Plant. Curls back for Oriema. This is Plant. To the blue line. Oh, they say he kept it in. Now on the counterattack, here comes Paymenter. L'Italien fights off the body check. And the puck gets wrapped length of the ice all the way down. And an icing call.
Had no babies.
Kartsanakis, stalemate faceoff, gets some help from Paymenter, tipping it back to the blue line. Puck comes back to Paymenter. Now he plays over to the right point. Holland, his shot wide. Rebound, gathered up by Kartsanakis. Turnover and headed up outside the zone is Chip. And another one up onto the bench. Stoppage. 7:34 to go.
I'm gonna move to San Francisco. Look up some old friends. I'm gonna give me an 80 Pico and an old Mercedes Benz. This hometown keeps shrinking this to me.
Center spot face-off right where we started things almost 2 hours ago. Puck played. Over to Wiedemann, gains the zone. Into the slot. Oh, it's another one. Bacone found that pass from Wiedemann, and he buries it. Culver on a roll. 5 straight. They lead 6-3. Wow. Zone entry, Nicholson. He takes a shot. So I'm curious. I'm at the opposite side from the scorers table, and I didn't see the signal. I don't know who called timeout. I'm imagining it was Culver, but that timeout was called, I want to say 3-1, maybe 3-2. 3-1, I think, is when that timeout was called. Middle of the second period, I think about 8 minutes to go, period 2. And really, since that time, Culver's found a way to generate scoring chances and get some shots through to the back of the net. Looking for a pass out high is Fitzpatrick. Zone entry, but Fitzpatrick got nudged into the zone off sides as a result. 6:48 to go. So these teams shipping out today. Interference, the call. So interference on Culver's Fitzpatrick. Okay. I thought he got bumped into the zone. The referee saw something else. I was not following him. I was following the puck. So this is big. This is big. Stanstead with a goal here would make it a little more interesting. There's still plenty of time left. So I said they didn't want to fall into a 3-goal hole. But if they get it right back, maybe there's enough time for the comeback. Dwyer plays it out top. This is L'Italien. Shot comes in. Nice glove saved by McGuire. We got a stoppage with 6:23 remaining. Shemrook in the face-off spot. Draw one, however, by Davis. Immediate wrap. They don't clear the zone, however. Power play for Stanstead. Out top, L'Italien. Trying to shoot through traffic. Shemrook saw it hit a shin guard and hit the back wall. Now it's Dwyer. And this is going to be a clearing attempt that served as a pass. Now zone entry, Holland. He's down into the corner, and he's just going to play some dead puck, send it down. Got to melt some time off that penalty clock. They've got a minute left on the kill, and now stepping in is Holland. Holland, he got the goaltender to commit. Goaltender was going down, and elevator up the shot just up over the crossbar. Zone entry for Milos Serdny. He's been used on this power play as a net front presence, and he didn't like it. I think he felt that his stick was being held, and he just dusted off Oliver into the backboards with a big hit. 25 seconds to go in the man advantage. Pass does not connect. Knocked down by Collins Williams, who fires it into the zone. Turning back behind his goal, this is Orr. Slaloming up ice, he makes a pass, left-hand side for Plant. Stepped on a penny, blew a tire, and on the counterattack, here comes Culver. Right-hand side, under 5 minutes remain. Still a 3-goal game, and the penalty has now expired. Culver back full strength. L'Italien, oh, I'm sorry, that's Orr. 29, not 19. Turnover into the slot. This is Kartsanakis. Loose puck. Oh, down on the doorstep. Petrusu can't quite finish. And crisis averted for Stanstead. Now they work the counterattack. Puck gets away. Collins Williams zone re-entry. His shot near side. Wide. Right side Crawford. Down into the corner. There's a shot. Oh, foot. Oh, foot. Did they call him for a penalty there? That's too bad if it happened, because the sequence was that Kartsanakis played a puck with his mitt, and the puck bounced into the air, and Foot saw him coming close to the goal, saw the puck nearby, and said, let me just finish him off. Okay, so no penalty. They just... A hand pass for the offensive team in the attacking zone, I think, is what the whistle was. So Foot dusted him off with a big hit. And I was wrong. It was not a penalty call. They were flagging it for the hand pass. 4 minutes to go. A nice pass here for Petrusi. Puck gets away from him. Drifting back is Shepard. He plays his partner. And a puck bounces high into the neutral zone. Oh, I can't thank you guys enough. Loving it. Loving it, folks. Halifax, Nova Scotia, Maritimes. That's where my fish and chips come from. Right? Is that a fishing place? I've never been to the Maritimes. I've always wanted to go. Halifax. Shout out to Halifax. Oh, the other end of the globe. McSherry's got viewers. Anchorage. I can see Alaska from my house. Oh, the shot goes wide of the mark. And on the forecheck is Bacone. Oh, we got... Oh, I thank you. I'm not going to narrow it down. Just somebody's watching from Canada. Some Emo Phillips fans, I'm sure. The puck knocked down. This is Manning, turns to his forehand. Loose puck. There's a shot. Everybody funny's from Canada, right? John Candy, Eugene Levy. John Candy is always my father's favorite. Emo Phillips. Nickelback. Why does Nickelback get a bad name? Seriously. In the U.S., Creed is the equivalent. Pretty good bands, and somehow they're always a punchline. I don't know. Nickelback's got some great hits. Chili Whack. I can't remember what their hit was, but I played it a couple weeks ago, and I had a player from Chilliwack. Oh, into the slot. Fanning on it, though. It's Kaderna backhand. This one goes just wide. You're too kind. You're too kind. I appreciate it, folks. Thanks for watching here on MN Hockey TV. I love the Elite League. I love the International Invitational Tournament. I love a chance to see these players I don't get to see elsewhere. Cron into the slot. Gets knocked down. Ooh, wiggling free is Kaderna. Another shot. And Carter remains busy as he's been this game. We've got 2 minutes to go, and in the end, it's just too much Culver. They were down on the board for a long time. but they had zone time, they had chances, they had shots to goal. They just couldn't crack through. But once they broke the dam, they've been pretty good about capitalizing on those scoring chances. Pretty opportunistic zone entry. This is Davis. One more pass. Oh, backhand just wide of the mark for Oliver. Wow, what a good pass from Davis at speed. That's the thing about the game as you get older. Got college scouts, NHL scouts everywhere watching, and when you move up the ladder, those windows of opportunity close so quickly. And when you see a player like Davis make the feed with such speed, it was a glimmer of hope. And then the shot, which came, got the stick on it. Puck went just wide. Back behind the goal is Wiedemann. A wrap pass. Turnover, stepping in is Michau. Spinning it over to the right-hand side. And drifting back, holding the zone. Plant. Puck skitters away from him. This is Holland. Down into the corner. Final minute of play.